Now, I have a bright future, but America darkens it every minute I live. And if I may be frank with you, I no longer believe I'm going to live until 30. I don't think it's wise for you to believe that either. So why?
The express purpose of this video is to tell you why. Now, as I start this video, there are a few things I want to preface. First, this is coming from the point of view of a Canadian trans woman. So because there are a lot of bills that affect me in particular, I will keep those for later ends of the video. Second of all, why American politics affect everyone around the globe and not just Americans. So, I want to test something. Have you ever seen or heard anyone use the frame commie as a derogatory insult? If your answer is yes, good job! You're in the American sphere of influence. That basically means American culture directly influences your culture. For example, because I live in Canada, we have a lot of people in my province saying Trump 2024, even though we don't even live in America. So, the first part of this video. This is a little poster created by scholar Lawrence W. Britt after studying several fascist regimes like Nazi Germany, Italy, North Korea, and plenty other more. So how many boxes does America check? I feel this one is kinda obvious. They literally have a team called the New England Patriots, and are forced to pledge allegiance to their country every single day, and not doing it is pretty much shamed upon. Disdain for human rights is entirely debatable based on where you live, but from my point of view as a trans woman, it is definitely the case. Politicians in America constantly demonize us. They call us pedophiles somehow, I don't know why. They take away our rights to be in the military, and so much more. Identification of enemies as a unifying cause has gone around since hell, the Cold War. They identified the Soviet Russians as a unified cause, as an enemy, and it's continuing now with politicians demonizing trans, gay, black people, etc. Frankly, I don't even think supremacy of the military has to be explained or debated. The United States spends around $67 billion on military costs alone yearly. Rampant sexism, as of current, I don't particularly see any examples of, at least major examples. But controlled mass media is an entirely different topic. Think of social media sites like TikTok that aren't owned by American companies. You'd see stuff on there that's supportive of Palestine, supportive of minorities, supportive of all these different problems. Then you go on X, the Everything app, and see Elon Musk calling Justin Trudeau a girl more than his own daughter. In the age where a lot of young people get their news, especially from social media, looking at these two disparities makes it very clear that at least either the governments or the people who own these sites are skewing the content you see harshly. Obsession with national security is definitely apparent. The CIA literally destabilized the entirety of Guatemala, for Christ's sake.
I believe religion and government being intertwined is debatable, but the fact that there even has to be an argument for the separation of church and state definitely qualifies it for being, a checkmark. Corporate power protected. Oh boy, here we go. Americans, I hate to break it to you, your government is being bought and sold. Think of the recent TikTok ban, right? The senator who approved it literally used TikTok to get elected. Why would he approve a bill that bans it if he used TikTok to get elected? Simple answer. He got paid off by Mark Zuckerberg. No, I'm not kidding. Meta spending on lobbying went up incredible amounts during that ban. And the simple reason why? Zuck wanted a competitor gone. With the entire American market off TikTok, they'll have to go to an alternative, being either YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels. And because ByteDance apparently has ties to the Chinese government, which isn't true at all because they're in Singapore, but I digress, there was a very easy target for Zuck to get lobbied and pushed to ban TikTok. And they simply just allowed this, because with money, you can do whatever the hell you want. Zuck paid off the government so that they would specifically ban TikTok to get rid of a competitor. Labor power suppressed. Now, as I just shown with companies like Meta literally buying and selling your government, money is power. Money, you can buy voices. You can buy advertisements to show people what you want. I mean, how the hell else do you think the guy who said people in Ohio were eating dogs and cats got elected? And it's not because of his policies, it's because he got a lot of advertisements and people bought them up. And when minimum wage is literally 2 McDonald's hash browns an hour, and the economy just keeps getting worse and worse, and it's gonna get worse with Donald Trump's tariffs. I'm sorry, Americans, that's not just us. That's also on you. General laborers and blue-collar workers are getting less and less power as days goes on. Money literally is power, and when you don't have money, you don't have power. It's as simple as that. And now, the last one I can try to defend, rampant cronyism and corruption. If you guys didn't already know this, lobbying is just corruption in a different coat. Lobbying is basically buying the highest quality lawyers to tell Congress what to do to benefit the view of your corporation. That's just corruption. The direct definition of corruption is dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those in power, particularly involving bribes. So if you're paying off these lawyers to talk to Congress for you, it's just corruption in a different coat. The government is favoring those who pay highest and not the individual. Not you or me the government's favoring, it's Mark Zuckerberg. Do you really think any US citizen will benefit from the TikTok ban? No, hardly. And when you live in a representative democracy, people you elect are supposed to do what the people want. But instead, they're doing what the companies want. So that's 9 out of 14 boxes checked on the path to fascism. And if you don't know, fascism is like really, really bad. I could have put more boxes if they didn't just affect me as an individual too. Being beyond halfway on the road to fascism is not a good look, especially for the largest superpower in the entire world with the largest sphere of influence. These ideas that America is pushing are coming into my home country too, Canada. I've experienced it firsthand. I've had to go out and fight anti-trans bills because these ideas are getting into Canada. This is simply because of globalism. When everyone is interconnected by the internet, these ideas and cultures will spread like wildfire. And now why I'm concerned for myself. Obviously, this means fascism is going to spread. If America goes all the way on the road it's going, fascism will spread to other countries like wildfire. And frankly, your country being fascist is not a thing you want. If it is a thing you want, you're dumb. And now, why I said at the beginning, I don't think I'll live till 30. Transphobia. Simple. In 2020, I came out as transgender. I knew I was transgender many years before that, but I felt like if I came out at that time, people would hate me, because realistically, they would. And then when 2020 hit, gay people were accepted more and more in society. So I decided to come out as transgender. And now, comparing now to 2020 in the eyes of a trans woman, I hate it. Go for 1 second on X the Everything app. Look for popular posts by transgender creators on X the Everything app. And then go into the comments. You will see the most vitriolic, hate-filled reply section ever known to man, simply because the creator is transgender. And if people continue to act like this, and it continues to get worse and worse, people continue to somehow genuinely believe all trans people are pedophiles, which is a stupid stereotype made up specifically to demonize trans people. It's like, this is probably going to be the wildest thing I've ever said, but I think pedophiles dying is good. I think killing pedophiles is a good thing. And frankly, I would not like to kill myself, because many people share hatred for pedophiles because, you know, they ruin people's entire lives, and it can be equal that rape is worse than murder. It's easy bait, right? Easy harmful stereotype. You just get the worst thing imaginable and apply it to people. And if this hate continues to spread, it will not just affect trans people. It will affect every minority. Women, children, black people, Latino people, Latina people, everyone. You will not be immune to it. And it's already extremely rampant for trans people. I'd say by the year 2030, hormone replacement therapy will be entirely banned in Canada. That terrifies me. It's already being banned several states in America. And just because politicians are misinforming you and disinforming you on how the surgeries work, how the operations work, and how the different therapies work, hatred for us is just going to continue to spread. I've seen things saying that trans people are trying to mutilate the genitals of children. When I went to the doctor to try and get myself on hormone replacement therapy, I was not only told that I have to be on puberty blockers for 2 years, which I already am, but then that I had to be on estrogen supplements for 2+ years. And then finally, when all of those combined, and I'm 18, I can get bottom and top surgeries. And these are not easy surgeries to get. These are cosmetic. So no, Donald Trump, they're not trying to mutilate the genitals of children, because you can't even get that surgery as a child. And that's exactly what I mean. Which of you thought that he was being genuine about that? I genuinely believe a lot of cisgender people here would believe that he was being genuine about that. But no, it's total bullshit. It doesn't even come from anything. And that's what I mean by I'm going to die by 30. The world is not nice to people like me anymore. And it's not going to be nice to people like you either. Unless you're a straight, cisgender, white man, it's not going to be nice to you. And I'm afraid that we're either going to have to adapt to an incredibly cruel system or forcibly be oppressed. And I don't like that. Now, I understand that the majority of people who will see this will not empathize with me because you don't feel the same things I do about these different topics. But please, for the love of God, you have to learn to. Because once it stops at trans people, it begins at you. And that's why I say America is going to destroy us all. Now, I want to say thank you for listening all the way into my incredible psychotic rambling. If you did enjoy this video and want more of it, be sure to like and subscribe. I will certainly provide new content. And I also make an entire Zelda fan series called Raru's Lies with its own animation and everything. So if you want updates on that, ask me for the Discord server and I will gladly give you it. Now, thanks for just listening to my crazy ramblings, and I hope you have a great day. Peace out.